On Tuesday, a year-long controversy at Vancouver City Hall ended not with a bang, but with a procedural ruling on a point of order.
This motion would be frivolous and it's out of order.
This motion was whether to review the role of the city's integrity commissioner. The job was created in 2022 to investigate code of conduct complaints and provide ethical advice to mayor and council, with Lisa Southern in the role as commissioner. But the ruling ABC party moved to suspend her work before backing off on that vote, having a third party review the position, and eventually hearing that the integrity commissioner needed more independence from council meddling. And after all that, ABC has essentially decided to pretend the whole thing never happened.
Next steps is we just keep driving on and this item is done.
Except all that did happen. And some people don't just want to carry on.
It has been a lot of wasted resources and time to get to this point.
That is Pete Fry, an opposition councillor. He says it was inappropriate for council to consider reviewing the position for the person who is supposed to review their own role.
It exists at the will and whim of council, and so as we saw, a council majority could move to eliminate that office.
And all the procedural fighting over the role of the integrity commissioner exposed other limits with what they can do.
The integrity commissioner doesn't have the ability under the Vancouver Charter to impose any sanctions. So in many respects, it's somewhat toothless.
So what comes next? The city's mayoral office says they consider the matter closed, but that doesn't get at the bigger issue. Who resolves code of conduct investigations, and how independent are they from the municipalities they oversee?
The province, I think, is going to have to need to step in and maybe change some rules, bring in some new guidelines about responsible conduct.
That is Ravi Kahlon, the minister in charge of municipalities across BC. He said that last week, explaining that the province would be creating stronger and more independent codes of conduct across the province. And there are a lot of models that BC could consider. Ontario, for example, has municipal integrity commissioners that can make all sorts of rulings. But now their penalties can be tougher, including recommending disqualification. But if they do that, it's still up to the provincial integrity commissioner to confirm this decision. In New Brunswick, it's up to a local governance commission, created by the province to field all complaints and make all rulings, including appointing supervisors to oversee dysfunctional municipalities. And down in Alberta, the province has just moved to eliminate all codes of conduct, and it remains to be seen if the province will create its own commission or leave it up to the minister in charge. So there are a lot of ways the province could go, and legal experts are watching.
Clear decision makers, clear process, clear remedies, and a role for the provincial government where the local jurisdiction has become frozen and can't get themselves out of that frozen ice mess.
But as Kamloops, Vancouver, and so many places have shown, leaving it up to municipalities to investigate themselves or investigate the bodies that are supposed to investigate them creates a mess that gets frozen for a long time. Justin McElroy, CBC News, Vancouver.